Everyone, it's Brittany from the Newnan Carnegie Library, and welcome to Introduction to Canva. I'm just heading to the Canva website, and you can see in the upper right-hand corner, you can sign up right there. You can sign up using your Google account if you're already signed in, or your Facebook can make it super easy, or you can log in and put all your information in your email address and create a password. And it's free, no need to use the pro version. I'll explain a little bit about that later. But we already have an account, so we're going to go ahead and click Login. And this is our home page. As you can see the possibilities. It's very clear. Your options are on the left-hand side and also right in front of you. So you can see all the things you can create: a flyer, an Instagram post, a resume, a presentation. Really, the possibilities are almost endless. Cards, announcements, you name it, they probably have it. Then if you scroll down, you'll see your already made designs, as well as see that same information again. So you'll see a lot of the same information, just presented in a different way. Now to start creating, you could go to create a design and choose what you want to make. Again, all those great options again, but we're going to start with a flyer. And then you can access your templates here. You could choose a background. There's a lot of different choices with backgrounds. There's colors, landscapes, patterns, textures. I'm going to choose some marble. Getting a little fancy. Then you can choose some different images and elements. We're going to start with a house. Maybe we're sending a card. Maybe it's the holiday season. So I've chosen my house. It's a little big, so I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. I'm ready to add some text. So you see that text on the left side, and it's great because they already have some text already formatted for you. Looking great. So if you find out what you need, you can just plug and chug and change what you need. This says love, peace, and joy from the Fitzgeralds. We're not the Fitzgeralds, we're the Newnan Carnegie Library, so we're going to change that. Just delete that Fitzgerald. And type in Carnegie. And here's some proof that even librarians make typos. We just get to type in so fast. But we're going to get it together. What actually I prefer to do is to go to this search bar on my home page and search for a subject of what I'm making. So what about we make our Carnegie Cooks flyer? So I've searched for cooking, and I'm looking for the colors I want, the design I want, maybe the number of pictures I want. So I found one with 4 pictures. I like that. And now I'm ready to start editing. So as you can see, there's some nice stock photos there. They have a lot of different choices, but I already have some loaded on, so I'm going to use those. So I have our whipped coffee photo, and now let's say I want to rearrange that photo. If I just click on that grouping of photos, it's actually going to move all the groups of photos. We don't want to do that, but that's okay if you do. You just go back to that handy dandy revert back button, and it'll go right back to normal. But if you double click on the photo, you can actually adjust the photo in the block. So that looks pretty good. So now I'm ready to move on to my next photo. Let's add the water pie. And you can just drag and drop it into the photos. And as you can see, even though it's dragging and dropping into certain ones, I could easily move it. So again, double clicking, moving that pie down to really focus on that. We've got our raspberry cordial, same thing. Double clicking and then moving it down to adjust it to where I want it to sit in the frame. And then our last one, we've got our taco seasoning, dragging and dropping again. We want all of that seasoning in the frame, so adding that. So now our pictures are all set. Now it's time to change this wording up. So I didn't need that top part, so I just deleted it, and now I'm going to add our title, Carnegie Cooks. And then I went down and changed the bottom and added a little description about joining us on social media for our Carnegie Cooks virtual program led by Carnegie staff, ... as you can see. Now to change the size of this, you can either change it all together by going up in the right-hand corner and adjusting it, which works, but maybe I want to just change the size of the bottom part. So I can go highlight it and then go up to the font size and make it smaller or bigger. Now, sometimes you may have something run off the page. That's okay. If you go to the right-hand side, you can actually adjust the length of it and make it shorter so everything fits. And as you can see, there's a red line, so you'll know when you're in the middle of the page, no guessing. Canva really takes the guesswork out of all of this. Now I'm going to go down to the bottom part. I don't need that. I want to add our logo, so I'm going to delete it. And I could just type it and write Carnegie Library. But I think I'm gonna add our logo, which is a little bit wider, so I'm just gonna adjust and make that colored block bigger. And there it is. And then if we wanted to change the color, we could easily do that. As you can see, it actually keeps all the colors of the photos. So we could do the yellow of the pie, or from the lemon, the green from my shirt, or create our own color, as you can see there. So I'm creating my own shade of purple right now. It also keeps all the document colors, so even if you play around with it, you can still get back to that original shade. But I'm going to go back to our logo because I want to add that. So I'm scrolling through. You can upload an image from your files, which we already have, and it actually always keeps them, which is really handy if you make several projects. So I've scaled it down to size. Oh, got to make it a little bit smaller. And while it looks good like this, that white can be a little distracting, and I would love to just have that black logo. A lot of logos have that on there. So what I'm going to do once I get it in place is I'm going to go up to Effects, and you'll see Background Remover. Give it a few seconds. It's going to look a little crazy, but then it will turn out perfectly. And once we click away, there's no background, just the outline of our wonderful logo designed by our librarian, Elizabeth. Now, if I didn't have a logo, but I still want to put something down there, I could go to the elements. You can see where you can add in photos, shapes, stickers, lines, you name it, they probably have it. And I'm going to look up a whisk because I think that would look cute. Now, you probably won't have the pro version like we do, so I'm just going to go up to Filter and suggest free, select free, make my whisk a little bit smaller, and place it right there. And it looks great. But I don't want to whisk, I'm going to put my logo back, so that's what I'm going to do. And make sure it's straight, and now it's perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I want to change the title. Up there is just the title of the template, so I'm going to add Carnegie Cooks Flyer, and that will be the name of my file when I download it. So to download, you're just going to go to that little arrow, click download again, and then there's lots of different file types. JPEG, PDF print. I typically use PDF print if I want to print, and JPEG if I want to save and share it online. You can also share it with others, much like a Google Doc. You can give them access to edit, use it as a template, or just view it. And now you're all done. The great thing about Canva is it saves as you go, so you don't have to worry about hitting the save button. If your computer crashes, it's good to go. So if we go back home, we'll see it. Now it looks like it didn't make any changes, it didn't save it, but once you click into it, you will see our completed flyer is there and set to go. There is so much to explore in Canva, so much you can do, so many templates already made for you, so I really hope you will take advantage of this and get creating. Thanks for watching.